Greetings, friends, and welcome back to Backyard Astronomy with Gemini Brett. It is 10:18 p.m. on Saturday, September 14th, 2024, and we see that the moon is just about to culminate. You can also see that the moon is very close to Dorsom. Remember, horns of the SeaGoat, tail of the SeaGoat, Dorsom, the back of the goat, which goes like this in between 4 tropical Aquarius, 14, 24. So I can just see that the moon is very close to 14 tropical Aquarius right now. The moon quite low. I mean, Dorsom is right on the ecliptic plane, so moon's still significantly south of the ecliptic. That's south celestial latitude. That being said, she's on her way back up. South node right now is an early tropical Libra, meaning north node in early tropical Aries, and so it's tropical Capricorn on the square to those, early tropical Capricorn where the moon peaked south, and on the way back up to cross the ecliptic again in early tropical Aries, where at this time in 2024 the north node of the moon's path currently exists. So we played with finding the angles in the sky with our eyes the other night, and I think we can find that Dorsom is still in the 10th house, still on the way up. Okay, I can't even see Dorsom when I take my eyes away from the viewfinder, because the moon is just like blowing up the sky. So I'm not going to be able to really measure with my hands, but I can see how close the moon is. I mean, it looks like moon is right there, and I can measure from the moon. So the moon is, maybe 4 degrees from culminating. Maybe 3, and let's say moon's at 14 Aquarius right now, and so the midheaven's 11 Aquarius. Let's see if that's right. It's now 10:21 p.m. on September 14th, 2024, Richmond, California, and the chart says moon is at 12:43, and the midheaven's at 10. Right. So if we get the moon degree wrong, measuring from the moon isn't gonna get us to that midheaven. I mean, I'm also standing in a place that isn't necessarily entirely precise in regards to looking at the midheaven. Walk with me for a bit. I'm gonna show you my typical spot. And just remember, as we do, like, I have to be out here much later at night to get the moon at the MC. Why? Because the moon is waxing away from the sun, right? Tomorrow it's going to be even later, the next night later. By the time moon is full on Tuesday, then I would have to be out in the middle of the night. And you can see why, again, my midheaven spot's not really working for moon or other planets when in these low signs, which of course in the northern hemisphere, like Sagittarius and Capricorn, the lowest, but now moon's in Aquarius. And Scorpio is as low as Aquarius. Scorpio is just on the way down. Scorpio, Sagittarius takes us to the low point, Tropic of Capricorn, and then Capricorn and then Aquarius bring us back up. By the time Saturn gets to this tree, Saturn's here on the left of your screen, Saturn's going to be well above the peak of the tree. And it's going to be interesting to see if I can stay up late enough to record with the moon at the midheaven tomorrow night and the next, just how long it's going to take for moon to be visible above this tree. You can see the horns of the SeaGoat here and the tail on the other side. We can't quite see Dorsom from this space though, right? So even if the moon was right on the ecliptic plane, still the tree's a bit too tall That's been happening over the years since I've been working with this pine tree from the spot. That's my Midheaven tree, by the way. All right, well, let me just look to the moon app quickly because I want to share with you as well. And I'll come out and take a zoomed in photograph of the moon's phase right now. Use that as the thumbnail so you can refer to that if you'd like. But the moon app is telling me that this is day 13, or the moon is 12.2 days old. So it's been that long since the conjunction. And that moon is now 88.2% illuminated. You know, an interesting thing is when moon is new and full, the rate of change in the percent illumination is slow. So like moon will appear to be full for the day before, the day of, the day after, and even 2 days before and after, like almost 100% illuminated. I look forward to sharing that with you if I can remember to around full moon time, which is coming very soon. When the moon is square sun, so the waxing half or the waning half moon, then the rate of illumination changes most rapidly from one day to the next. I'm not sure why that is, but I find it intriguing. All right, friends, that's what I have for you tonight. This is your friendly astronaut, Gemini Brett, signing off. I'm going to bed.